I love the gym. Um, it's one of my favorite hobbies, and it's really the only hobby that I have enjoyed so much and really stuck to. I've tried new hobbies. Some of them I don't stick with as for long, or I don't stick with them for as long as other ones, right? Video games by far being the longest, but I don't know if I'd consider that a hobby, more of just a pastime. But battle song tricks, guitar, none of those have come close to working out. And it is by far my favorite hobby, and I love it. I wanted to talk about it. Um, so, uh, I'm making this video just because it's been just about 1 year, uh, if not a little over, since I have started con- um, continuously working out. And I probably wouldn't have been doing it for this long if I hadn't loved it. And although I don't have any before pictures, I have noticed like like differences, or improvements, right, within my strength and physical appearance. Uh, so you know, I'm on a schedule of I want to change soon because I just want to do more, but I'm on a schedule of working out 4 days a week. Monday, chest and abs. Tuesday, legs. Wednesdays, rest. Thursdays, back and bicep. And Fridays, tricep and shoulders. And for a year, that schedule has been working really well for me personally, but I want to do more and I know I'm capable of doing more. So I want to change that to at least 5 days throughout a week. So, yeah. Uh, so yeah, I love it. I'm very influenced by gym influencers and TikTokers. I guess the two ones that are the most impactful or that have been the most impactful to me are this TikToker, and I guess he's also a YouTuber too, Baj. I don't know. I don't remember his channel names. I think it may be Large Baj, BAJ. And then the second one I think is for most people Sam Sulek. He is, I don't know. I enjoy his videos. He's got good advice, I think, and you know, I it's just overall it's fun. It's great. I also found out I've been going to the gym consistently for a year, but I've been working out for much longer. The gym really just sparked that love, I guess. But I had for I guess long time. I had been doing just push-ups and sit-ups in my room, like trying to do like 100 a day, and I was only able to do so many. I looking back because my form was so garbage. Because now I can do like 25, most of the time 20, but sometimes 25 like actual good form push-ups, right? Like slow, like good actual like pushing methods and whatnot. So before I could do like 50 in a row, and looking back, the form must have been horrendous. Sit-ups though were one thing I could do a bunch of in a row. I remember I could probably do way more now, but I remember in fifth grade, for PE, it was like, I mean, I bet my form was also bad there too, but I remember for PE, in like fifth grade, we were doing like a little sit up thing, and I was able to do 60, and it hurt like crazy, but I was able to do 60. Uh, so I've always kind of found that love for it. I really like. It sounds weird, but I like the burning of it. Like when I go hard and lift heavy, I love the burning. You know, I love that kind of because it's not. I don't mean to sound like the yeah I love pain, but it genuinely does. The good contraction and like burning feeling, it does genuinely. I think it feels nice. And to know you get a good stretch, right? lat pull downs are one of my favorites because it's just this amazing stretch feeling in my lats. Oh man. This is like this is like one of the things I can nerd out about is working out in like routines and stuff. I don't take any supplements or anything like besides protein powder. I don't know if that really I think it counts as a supplement, I guess. But protein powder is the only thing I really take. I want to do creatine, but and I know it's probably one of the most researched workout supplements ever. But I just haven't taken any yet. It's also expensive. Supplements are expensive. This protein powder I get, although I love it and it tastes great, um, it's expensive. It's called Seek, like SEEQ. I love it. It's so tasty, right? It's like refreshing to have after a workout, but it is, man, is it pricey. And they don't even fill the tub all the way. It's more like 60, the tub is like 60% full. So for as expensive it is, as it is, you're not really, really getting your money's worth. I have to admit. So, it could be, it could be better, but yeah. Um, so some of my favorite workouts, um, back and bicep used to be my favorite day, and then I'm enjoying triceps now a lot because it you get when you do them right, which I'm not amazing at doing triceps. I don't always get that good stretch, I guess. But when I do, uh, I'm keen on the bar tricep bar push down, and that I love that, right? And usually my strategy for most of my workouts, except for like I think except for chest press and leg press, I usually try to go to failure on everything. And there's lots of studies um, that either advocate for for repping till failure on your sets, or they say a much more controlled like 8 to 12 reps is better. And I think what's better for me, I think really it's just depends on you. I think, and for me, I think hitting failure helps. It is a longer rest period, right? Your muscles do. I'm gonna use a big word, and I don't know if I'm using it right, but hypertrophy. I think that's what it is. It's a big word, and I don't know if I'm using it right. So forgive me if I'm not. But higher muscle hypertrophy. Um, you know, I like wearing them down, but it does take a longer rest period between whether depending if you're just going. One thing that is pretty good if you're lifting heavy, right? Not heavy enough to be ego lifting, but heavy enough for where you're struggling. The eight that's when I usually hit the 8 to 12 rep range. If it's like really hard, I focus on 8. If I can do more, I do more. But I always go on I always try to shoot for 8. If it's like that struggling. And not to toot my own horn. Wait, before I do that, or before I talk about that, uh, I'm not great. I do suggest if you plan on like working out and stuff, I do suggest keeping track of how much weight you're lifting and your calorie consumption. Like if you want to get seriously, I don't do that stuff. I just kind of eat. I just kind of eat and lift, and try to remember the weight that I normally do. But I think writing it down, your like what you're eating and or like there's a bunch of good calorie tracking apps. Um, but I think that writing down your workouts for the day and like what weight you did helps you keep track of like increasing weight and stuff. Because there are some machines that I've been kind of on the same weight for a while now. Granted, I only work out the muscles once a week, right? So I don't expect to be making that fast of progress. But you know, like I do suggest writing it down because then, at least me personally, I kind of stall on weights. I don't typically move up unless I'm curious if I can, and I'm like, oh, I can do this. But as far as progression goes, for like a year's worth, I remember the only one I can really remember for sure, um, like guaranteed I can remember my starting weight and the current weight is shoulder press. So shoulder press, before I even started hitting the gym, I was doing either 20 pounds, 25, I think 20 pounds. And then at the gym, once I started going a little bit, it was 30. And then now I think I can do around 70 pounds, or 65, 70 to 65, depending on if how fatigued my shoulders are, if I'm already hitting workouts before I do shoulder press. 70 to 65, which is kind of crazy, I think. But you know, I have made progress. Um, okay, now I want to get to what I want to say originally. Leg press. I hit a new PR recently. Uh, and for me, I don't really do like single rep PRs. It's more a PR is more just to like for me, just the new heavy amount of weight I can lift. So for anything, I could go even higher than what I'm at right now if I'm just looking for one rep. But I can do I'm doing 270 on leg press now, which I'm super I don't know, I guess proud of myself for because that's a and then whatever 270 in weights, not counting whatever the base of not counting whatever the base of a leg press machine weighs, which I have no idea. So I'm just 273 plates each side. That's as much as I can do, and I'm super proud of myself for it. Bench press we don't talk about as much. I know for sure I can get at least a couple reps out of 90 pounds, to one whole plate. I know I can get at least a couple reps out of that, but nothing really crazy sauce. So yeah, I mean, you know, I love this stuff. It's um oh, and let me advocate for the gym that I go to. So the whole reason I even figured out or like discovered this kind of love I have for working out is because 2 years ago when I was a freshman in high school, Planet Fitness did this offer where for the summer months, high school students just can go for free. And I went with my friends a couple of times. I wasn't going consistently, but I went a couple of times with my friends. And that's when I found out how much I love the gym. And then last summer, I went consistently the whole summer. And then I got a gym membership at the Planet Fitness because it's only like $10 a month, which is crazy. And they have good machines too. At least I think they're good machines, you know. Um, so yeah, it $10 a month is crazy, and it's really accessible. And as much as I love the price and how accessible it is, it does leave the gym to be crowded a lot. At least the one that I go to, it's very crowded many times. But I I can't let myself get too mad at that because I love seeing people hitting the gym and also working out too. I just I like seeing it. Um, it's cool. But yeah, you know, this wasn't a super serious video. I just really wanted to talk about the gym. I have other topics planned, but I thought this would just be a fun one. Nice to listen to. And yeah, so thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next week. Laters.